Hello, my friends. Welcome to week number 30 of Napoleon Hill's The Year of Growing Rich. This week is titled Optimism. That's a hard word for me to pronounce, so let's see if I can get through this. Optimism is a matter of mental habit. You can learn to practice the habit of optimism and thereby greatly enhance your chances of achieving success. Or you can drive yourself into the pit of pessimism and failure. Optimism is one of the most important traits of a pleasing personality, but it results largely from other traits: a good sense of humor, hopefulness, the ability to overcome fear, contentment, a positive mental attitude, flexibility, enthusiasm, faith, and decisiveness. Instead of worrying about the bad things that might befall you, spend a few minutes every day enumerating the pleasant events that will happen tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. By thinking about them, you will find yourself laying plans to make them happen. By doing so, you are getting in the habit of optimism. No great leader or successful person was ever a pessimist. What could such a leader promise his followers other than despair and defeat? Even in the darkest days of the Civil War, leaders on both sides, people like Lincoln and Lee, held faith in better days to come. Franklin D. Roosevelt's natural optimism breathed a new spirit of hope into a dejected nation in the depths of the Depression. Even infamous leader Hitler, Stalin, Mussolini, Mao rallied followers with such inspiring phrases as "Tomorrow the world," "Nothing to lose but your chains," and "The New Asia." Can you, living under the finest social, economic, and political system in human history, afford to have any less optimism than those leaders? Remember, like attracts like in human relations, no matter what the rule may be in the physical world. An optimist tends to congregate with optimists, just as success attracts more success. But pessimists breed worries and troubles without speaking a word or performing an act, because their negative attitude serves as a perfect magnet. Optimism is, in itself, a kind of success, for it means you have a healthy, peaceful, and contented mind. An exceedingly wealthy person can be a failure physically if his constant pessimism has given him ulcers. Optimism isn't a state of mind in which you throw judgment to the winds in the starry-eyed belief that the future events will take care of themselves. Such an outlook is only for fools. Optimism is, however, a firm belief that you can make things come out right by thinking ahead and deciding on a course of action based on sound judgment. At the height of the big boom of 1928 and several others since, there were false optimists who refused to believe that the bubble could ever burst. They jeered and far-sighted pessimists who warned that the nation was treaded on dangerously inflationary and speculative grounds. When the bottom dropped out, the optimists were caught short. Many lacked the spiritual strength to seek victory in defeat and revealed themselves as true pessimists. Those who looked ahead fearlessly and honestly have put themselves in a position by selling stock short other such devices and making a killing. They were revealed as the true optimist. You can be that kind of optimist. Learn to meet the future head on. Analyze it, weigh the factors with clear judgment, then decide upon your course of action to make things turn out the way you want them. You'll find that the future holds nothing you ever needed to fear. So there you have it. Week number 30. My friends, make it a great week, and I will see you next week for week number 31.